I guess I'll just create my own room. Open match. Boom. Base game. Unit drafting. See, I used to always go for the white team, but then I played against some Korean players, and they always went for black. So I figured, wow, these guys are good. They must know what they're doing. And then ever since then, I've been picking black. Okay, so we have an interesting draft. No obvious first choice. No really strong units. I guess I'll go with the Royal Guard as a solid first pick, or I could go for the Crossbowman. I'm gonna go Royal Guard. So this is the new Royal Guard. It's nerfed, so it's weaker than the first version, and it doesn't get picked as often, especially not as a first choice. So he went with the Crossbowman and the Scout. Those are really good choices. This guy knows what he's doing. I think I'll go with the... I really like working with the Marshal and the Ensign, so I think I'll go with the Marshal, and then I can also combine it with the Warrior Priest. Could be pretty strong. I definitely don't want either of these, I guess, because of the Marshal, so I'd rather get the Footman. We'll see what happens. No one likes the Footman, so maybe he'll give it to me. Okay, he gave me the Footman. Okay, I think I'm gonna start by... So with the Marshal, I like positioning it in a central position. So I will probably end up moving it here or here. The Footman, what I like to do is I like to go for this space with it, and then after I capture the first base, I try to deploy a second Footman somewhere. Now both of my control points are occupied, so it means that if I get a bad draw with my next hand, I could be in trouble, but it is what it is. Okay, I actually got a very good draw, so I'm happy about that. So this, what he did here, I don't really like this move because you're not really using your Scout's ability. Like you could deploy directly on a base. I usually prefer that. Okay, so I think I'll move here to be far away from the Crossbowman. And the Marshal, I'm going to move here. And I'm going to deploy a Royal Guard here. So I'll combine the Marshal with the Royal Guard and the Warrior Priest here. So the Warrior Priest I definitely want to bolster because I'm going up against a Crossbowman. So I think what I'll do is... I think I'll start by bolstering the Warrior Priest on the point, because if I move forward, he has more Crossbowman units than me, so he'll be able to take out my Crossbowman. So I think I'll... this is tough, because I definitely want to move this guy up here. You know what? I'll just leave the Warrior Priest on the base, and I'll use this Warrior Priest to recruit a Warrior Priest. Let's do that. So I will recruit, and now I'm pretty happy with my units. So I will just focus on less recruiting and more moving around. Now what's great is that I can always attack with the Royal Guard using the Marshal. So that's really good. But I will start with... I'll start with this, and if he moves the Crossbowman here, I'll just get the base. If he doesn't, I'll get the base anyway. He has a ton of range. So this the Lancer has a range of 3, the Crossbowman has a range of 2, and the Archer has a range of 2. So he definitely beats me in the range game. Alright, let's start. So first base. And then I think I'll bolster these guys and go and kill the Crossbowman. So with the Marshal, since he's of no use to me right now, I will recruit a Footman. So let's recruit a Footman. Warrior Priest is going to go here, then bolstered, and maybe I don't even need to bolster it. We'll see. So he captured the base, which means he's out of Crossbowman. That's good. Let's do this. So I'm pretty sure I can get all 3 of these bases. So it's going to be a question of which other base am I going to go for. And I'm going to try for this one. Recruited the Lancer. Okay. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 1 more Crossbowman. I think I'll move. Yeah, so here I'm vulnerable to the Lancer. That's very risky. So let me start by bolstering the Warrior Priest. Good, good. Okay. Let's do this. So one thing that could be a problem is if the Lancer attacks the Royal Guard, I don't have anything to defend against that, right? I don't have a Marshal, I don't have a Royal Guard. So if he attacks the Royal Guard, he could then attack the Warrior Priest. So he could take out 2 units, and that would be pretty painful. Well, it's his turn. Guess he's thinking. He moved the archer. Great. So he has no more archers. So that's really good to know. I think I'll start by bolstering this guy. And I want to see him start using his crossbowmen because the more crossbowmen he uses, the more I can keep track of his coins. Because he could have 2 crossbowmen here, and that can be quite dangerous. So we'll see what happens. Now I have to think whether I want to recruit another Warrior Priest or another Royal Guard. Because the Royal Guard is closer to this base, which is the only unoccupied base that's left, or that's going to be left after I take this one as the Warrior Priest. Okay, he moved the Scout. That's good, that's good. Maybe he wants to sacrifice the Scout so he can redeploy it elsewhere. But what I'll do is... It's going to be hard for me to capture this base with only 1 Warrior Priest in circulation. So I think let's go for another Warrior Priest now. And let's see what happens. I will move up against the crossbowman, I think, with my footmen, and start chipping away at his units and delaying the crossbowman. I could have played it smarter, probably. I do have a big advantage in that Vancho, my opponent, he has the initiative, which means I can make a nice play where I take the initiative and then do something else. In hindsight, I probably should have taken another Royal Guard. Okay, he recruited an archer. So what I could do is let's get another Royal Guard. Let's do it. Okay, interesting. What I'll do is I will kill the scout with my marshal. Oh, I could deploy another footman here. So I could move the Royal Guard off the base, put it here so that the marshal can activate it. Maybe I should have done that, actually. I could have prevented him from getting that base. Okay, so what I'll do now is let's start by capturing this base. Always a good thing. Good, good. Okay, this is good. So now I'm going to go for this base. It's good. If my warrior priest somehow survives the crossbowman, I don't think he will, because there's 2 range units that can attack me. Oh, I could make a really nice play here. I could try and reach all the way to the... if I move here, I can take at least 1. Or I can just capture the base. Could do 1, 2, and kill this guy. But I'll still be in range of the crossbowman, or I can just go head on and kick his butt. So he almost definitely has at least one of these 2 units, either an archer or a crossbowman. I'm just going to do it. Let's do it. Let's use the marshal a bit. It'll be fun. You'll see. So definitely I'm losing 1 warrior priest, like almost definitely, because all of his units are threaten me, so there's not too much I can do. But I think I'll just capture a base, and then I'm going to draw something. I drew a Royal Guard. Let's move it. Ooh, if I move it here, I could kill the Lancer, but if I move it here, I can get his base. Let's get his base. Let's do it. Let's go for his base. Oh, did I recruit another Royal Guard? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have another Royal Guard. That's great. Okay. Now, if he doesn't kill the Warrior Priest, I'm going to kill one of his crossbowmen. So that's going to be fantastic. So it's all up to him and whether he has another Lancer. So now it's really all, the ball is in his court. Okay, great, great, great. This is fantastic. So here you go. Kill one of these, and let's move on to the point. And not a great hand, but it's okay. I can claim the initiative. So what I'm going to do is... First of all, I can always deploy another footman here or here, depending on where the threat is. I could also move the footman here and try and help the warrior priest against the crossbowman. That crossbowman is dead, 100%. So I think what I want to do is probably delay him from getting this base. We'll see if I can do that. Okay, so that's one out of the way. I could also kill this scout and move a scout onto the base, but it's too risky. I cannot let him take over a base because he'll win. So let's do this. Let's do the safe thing. So I'm going to delay as much as I can, basically. Okay, so that was the archer attacking again, and I'm going to deploy another one. So he has to attack me with the crossbowman, which is good. And I probably won the initiative regardless, so I'll take the initiative. And I have a good chance of winning. If I get a Royal Guard, I have 5 units. I'm going to have 6 units in the bag. So there's a... And I have 2 Royal Guards, so that's a 1/3 chance of drawing a Royal Guard. I'm not sure. No, that doesn't sound... Yeah, I might be right. Okay, so let's claim the initiative. And I won. Okay, good. Good job. So, GG. GG. Yay.